Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, chill. 47.
Here's Prescott. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
46.
And again, it's Prescott. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal.
47. 52 to mark, 52.
To the air again, Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this one is right through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, lady. 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
37-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 63 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. They run. This is Scarborough. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Shoot. Go to 54. Go to 54.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch the run. Hey, Mike 52. Tackles. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. You can't block me.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant. Go to 53. Wide. Get wide.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Prescott. They'll run the screen with Mack. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He completes this one to Mack. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go. 52. 52's the mic. 9-9, sweetheart.
Prescott off play action. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Come on.
Second down and goal. Prescott eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Prescott from the gun. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
I'm coming after you. I'm going to go 47. 52. Mike 52. No. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. And let's hit it.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Mack. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Prescott now, and an alley to run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Prescott. Going up top. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Pettis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that, Tom.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This caught by the tight end cross. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check, watch 54. 15. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy wants you to go. H3, 218. Chopper. Give me something.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check, 59.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Watch the screen.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Mike 54.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Right here.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
44 to Mike. 40. Check. All day. Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, kill.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Bound to lose 1. 44. Mike, 44.
From the 31, Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing, Prescott. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
There he goes, left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 26 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 17-14.
17,
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident.
It's caught inside the 25. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 53 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
You got three down.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Yellow. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, All you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Play action now. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Colts send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. Oh, he slipped right by him. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. They complete it to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Reese, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no. Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.